So, today, we're going to talk about pain, heals, and time teaches everything. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when we post new videos. If you are alive, you have pain. If you are alive, you have joy. Pain is not something that has to be avoided. Pain is part of being alive. It means that you are growing. You are changing. Your body is changing. We can only guide them and help them. We cannot force them to heal themselves. They must do that on their own. We have to trust our own inner healing power. We must believe in ourselves. Nothing in life remains constant. Life is change. Nothing is permanent except change itself. So the wound is the place where the light enters you. We cannot avoid pain, but we can choose how we respond to it. We are more likely to help them. We are more likely to understand them. We are more likely to forgive them. We can choose to grow from our pain, or we can choose to stay stuck in it. When we are in pain, we are more likely to learn. She was very poor and she had a very hard life, but she was a very religious person and she prayed to God every day to help her. One day, God spoke to her and said, "You have asked me for help for so long, but you have never asked for anything for yourself. No matter how much pain we go through, no matter how much we suffer, time will eventually heal us. No matter what happens, no matter how much we suffer, the river keeps flowing. Every day we wake up as a new gift from God. We should be grateful for every moment we live. We should not waste our time. We should not complain. We should not be negative. We should try to make the most of every opportunity we get. Also, check out our other videos that we think you might enjoy. Thanks for watching. That's how our life is. We should accept it and move on. He gives us what we are capable of handling. So don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about anything at all. Just focus on the present moment. Be grateful for every moment you have. Be grateful for every breath you take. Be grateful for every step you make. Be grateful for everything you have. We should not try to stop the flow of life. We should not try to fight against it. We should learn to flow with it. Time will eventually make us forget our pain. But that doesn't mean that we should give up. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to make things better. We should always try to make things better. But if we can't, we should accept it and move on. What do you want from me? The woman thought for a moment and then said, "I want to be free from pain." God said, "Very well. I will give you what you ask for." And the woman became free from pain. But soon she realized that being free from pain was not enough. She still had to work. She still had to worry about money. She still had to worry about her family. She still had to worry about everything else. She missed the pain because through the pain she had learned to be strong. She had learned to be independent. She had learned to be grateful. She ran back to God and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was asking for. Please give me back my pain." God said, "Very well. I will give you what you asked for." And the woman became burdened with pain again. But she was happy because now she knew that through her pain she would become stronger. She would become more independent. She would become more grateful. We are more likely to grow. We are more likely to change. There are times when we have everything we want, and there are times when we have nothing. In the end, we only regret the things we didn't do. The secret to happiness is to accept both the good times and the bad times as they come. The secret to happiness is to accept life as it is. The secret to happiness is to be grateful for everything we have. When we are in pain, we are more likely to think about our mistakes. We are more likely to make amends. When we are in pain, we are more likely to help others. We are more likely to be generous and kind. When we are in pain, we are more likely to forgive. Forgiving someone is not always easy. It takes strength and maturity. It means that no matter how many times we fall, we should never give up. We should always get up and try again. No matter how much pain we go through, we should never give up. We should always try to learn from our pain and make it into something positive. But when we are in pain, we are more likely to do it. Our response to pain determines whether we grow or not. Pain is the catalyst for growth. The wound is also the place where the darkness tries to enter you. When we are in pain, we are reminded of our own mortality. We realize that we are not invincible. This makes us more humble. We learn to appreciate the little things in life. When we are in pain, we can't do the things we love to do. This makes us appreciate the things we can do. It makes us more grateful for our blessings. And please like this video if you find it interesting. The wound is the place where the light enters you. This is a Buddhist story. A long time ago, there was a king who ruled over his kingdom with great wisdom and love. One day the king fell ill and nobody could cure him. His ministers went to great lengths to find a doctor, but all they found was an old hermit living deep in the forest. The ministers were doubtful, but they brought the king to the hermit. The hermit looked at the king and said, "Your Majesty, I can cure your illness, but you must promise me that you will never ask me how I cured you." The king agreed, and the hermit massaged certain acupoints on the king's body for a few hours. Then he gave the king some herbal medicine to drink. And after drinking the medicine, the king immediately felt better. The next day, he was completely cured. The king was overjoyed, but he couldn't stop thinking about how the hermit had cured him. So one day, the king called the hermit again and asked him to tell him how he cured him. The hermit replied, "I told you not to ask me this, but since you insist, I will tell you. I simply massaged these acupoints and gave you medicine. That's all." The king thought for a moment and then said, "But everyone knows how to do that." "What was special about what you did?" The hermit smiled and said, "That's because you didn't have faith in yourself. You doubted that you could be healed. If you had faith in yourself, you would have been healed long ago. I just showed you what to do, but it was your own body that healed you." The king realized his mistake and bowed down to the hermit. We often try to fix other people. We tell them what to do, but we should remember that it is their own body that will heal them. Sometimes we are afraid of pain and we try to escape from it. But pain is a part of life. It is the price we pay for being alive. Pain makes us more humble. Pain brings out the best in us. When we suffer, we become more compassionate. When we see someone who is suffering, we are more likely to feel sorry for them. We learn from pain. There is a Japanese proverb that says, "Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Here is a story about a poor woman who lived in a small village. Life is full of ups and downs. There are times when we are happy and there are times when we are sad. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the risks we didn't take, and the people we didn't love. Time heals everything. As the saying goes, time is the greatest healer. Our life is like a river. It keeps flowing. Life is a gift from God. God doesn't give us what we deserve. Remember, pain heals and time teaches everything. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.